Yo, 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 Facebook fans, Twitter fans, IG fans, battle rap culture. This is what they talk about radio, and I'm your host, Jim G, the Dot Motherfucking Mob, aka Bitch, I'm not a rapper. Y'all can call me Boss Dog Jeezy, man. Y'all know what today is. It's Monday. Y'all know I like to kick the week off the correct way, the right way, the only way, you know? This is OG talk. This is where you young niggas sit back, kick your feet up, smoke your weed, drink your drinks, and listen to the OGs talk. Because we making it make sense all at the same time, man. If you look deep into it. Tonight's topic, clout chasing. Is it worth your life? I'm going to repeat that. Clout chasing. Is it worth your life? Let's talk about it. I mean, I'm pretty 100% sure that we all see a lot of this on the day-to-day basis, especially if you're on the internet. And most of us is on the internet. Everybody is addicted to the internet. You know, it's just some of us know how to use the internet and some of us don't. That's the only difference there. You know, some of us are totally hooked. Like the internet is our only life. I say because I was once, one of those individuals, but now I have a better understanding of things. So, I used it in the correct way. But for some of us, they're totally addicted to the internet. That's your life. For a lot of y'all, I hate to say it, but you wouldn't even be a thought in this world if it wasn't for the internet. If the internet was to disappear today or tomorrow, like y'all wouldn't know what to do with y'all life, period. Like y'all would be lost. Like literally, not to say lost souls, like y'all would be lost souls if the internet was to disappear today or tomorrow, you know? But yet, y'all jump on here every day, all day, dissing the ops, fuck people, grandmothers and grandfathers and your dead folks, and I'll pull up and do this, I'll do that, blah, 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 blah. And these are females and niggas, so it ain't just niggas. Y'all females do the same shit, so y'all don't get no pass when it comes to this. I say that to say this, like, is it worth your life? And that's just speaking to the regular people that just be on the internet every day, all day, comments and it ain't just y'all. You feel me? The celebrities and the rap artists and anyone who's connected within that world, they ain't no better. That's why a lot of rappers ain't here right now. A lot of beefs, a lot of beefs. Actually, every last beef. Especially when it comes to these rappers and shit. Every last beef was started and created and started and promoted on the internet. If the internet did not exist, those beefs wouldn't have never kicked off. Those people probably wouldn't even know each other to even think about a beef with them. That's facts. Don't get it twisted. A lot of situations were started in the street and they took it to the internet, but then it just became an internet thing. I I could go back and speak on where I personally feel as though it started at, and I had that conversation. I had this conversation with my brothers. Shout out to MRM gang. My brother Hawky Turf, my brother Fly Shit, my brother Big Tola, and my brother Stony Blue, man. You hear me? Big MRM gang, men respect, man. You know, that's a situation I created. That's our own, you know. I ain't gonna give too much, but yeah. Nigga don't know, they going to. Men respect men. Well, I had this conversation with them, and I was like, bro, basically same shit I'm saying now about this old internet, how a lot of people would still be alive if it wasn't for the internet and things like that. And I was like, bro, if you think about it, all this shit started with Chief Keef and them, with the whole beef with Lil JoJo. That's when this whole internet beef shit kicked off. If y'all really think about it. And this is no disrespect to none of them brothers. You know, shout out to Chicago. You feel me? I got real niggas down in Chicago. So this ain't pointing fingers. I'm just saying that's where it extended from. And then it went to New York City. If I'm lying, you know, people can hop down in the comments, whatever the case may be, and hit me up and tell me what you think about that. But these are my personal thoughts, my personal feelings. I feel like that whole situation started on the internet from Chief Keef and them, and rest in peace to the brother JoJo. That was their whole beef. That's where this whole internet beef shit started from, and it extended from there. Then it went to New York. Then the New York rappers started doing the same type of shit. But the difference is, and I ain't gonna say a big difference because niggas was getting it up there too. But in Chicago, niggas was really, really, really dying behind this shit. You feel me? So I'm not pointing the finger at y'all as if it was just internet beef. I'm just saying that's where the shit extended from, and it went from there. And then it made all these goofy niggas, y'all word, shout out to Chicago, made all these sure goofy niggas feel like that was the way. You feel me? Promote this shit on the internet, make it look good. The whole time they don't know y'all niggas was really on that. They not really on that. They're just following the wave. You feel me? And that's why a lot of niggas starting getting their ass smoked from trying to follow the wave. You gotta get a better surfboard out this motherfucker. You hear me? First of all, you gotta know how to surf if you want to follow a wave. Catch that. You have to know how to surf if you want to follow a wave. Please catch that. You know, and I'm gonna give you my definition behind that. You have to be an individual that's 10 toes down for all the shit that you're promoting out of your mouth on the internet. Because in some cases, it becomes outside of internet B, you know, when you run into the right individuals. Because there's brothers out here that don't play, especially when you're speaking on the dead and you're speaking on, you know, family, kids, and things like that. There are individuals out here that, you know, don't play about that. You feel me? Because a lot of us was raised differently, even when it comes to the streets, you know. Them rules and regulations that apply to us, we stuck to that. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on what's going on now because I know it's nothing the same. Nothing like what, you know, we was storing into these younger brothers and shit as I was coming up. I was a young nigga that was just storing shit into the old niggas. And that's facts. I was a young nigga that was looked at as an old nigga in our neighborhood, you know? Like, I could dig deep into that, you feel me? But I was just having, like I said, I was just having a conversation with my brothers, and I was like, man, look, I say, bro, I come up in an era where it wasn't no internet. So if you had issues with a nigga, you going to their block. Like, you know where niggas, because, you know, it wasn't no internet. So Beast wasn't with niggas across the world. Beast was with niggas in the area. You feel me? You went to school with these niggas, or you knew what school they went to, where they hang out at, the clubs they go to, because we probably all went to the same. Like, come on now, that's how beefs, started in me coming up. Like we walked to niggas' hoods. That was gangster. You hear me? I used to knock on niggas' doors, like come outside type shit. You feel me? That's the timing that we was on, you know. And that was gangster. You feel me? And I'm talking about when we was young boys. You feel me? Like niggas would grip up. Even back then, it might be one motherfucker with a pistol and shit. And that's if you needed it, because 9 times out of 10, that one pistol was only had due to the fact that you never know how shit might go on the other end. So you gotta be on the safe side. But that's not to say that niggas is really coming on that type of time and like we just gonna go shoot niggas. No, it was to make sure it wouldn't go that way on the other end. You feel me? And if it don't, it don't. Cool, niggas fought, and that was that. But that's how we carried it, you know. However many niggas we had, we get together and we going down to their block. However many niggas come out, nobody jump nobody, none of that shit. You feel me? Unless, it was one of those type of situations. But for the most part, it wasn't no jumping. Like it was head on fights, your niggas against my niggas. We brawling out this bitch. You feel me? That's how shit went down. And then it got to a point like niggas got kind of tired of doing that. I say probably about after like I'm gonna just speak on one situation, and we cool with these brothers now and shit. You feel me? Shout out to Juwan, man, all them niggas and shit. Rest in peace, bro. All that. This is a situation where when we was kids, it was like that. As we got older, we became brothers. You feel me? Like for real. So it's like mad love between me and these individuals. So it ain't like I'm just bringing up some old shit, but this is how it was back then. You feel me? And they was niggas that was just like us. You feel me? Like so, it's like they was on time too. We on top, but we was young niggas in the hood coming up on our shit. They was young niggas in the hood coming up on their shit. Bad. Niggas got into it a couple of times and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then it got to a point because it was still people on both sides that was cool with each other. So it was like and that was always me. It was always me that'd be caught in the middle of that type of shit. Cause I fuck with niggas on both sides, you feel me? But that's how it was. But then it came to a point like, man, niggas wasn't even with that no more. We'll play football against each other. I swear to God, we'll get our shit, go over the park on Sundays and play football against these niggas. Try to fuck niggas up and tackling niggas. See who can smack the shit out of a nigga, try to prick a nigga leg. Shit like that. That's real shit though. That's how we used to take our beats out. Yeah. Yeah. Go over there, play football with them niggas and shit. After the game, clap it up, bam. See y'all niggas next week or something like that. And yeah, that's how you do it. But that's how you take the aggression out. You feel me? Versus fighting or taking it to the guns or anything like that. You know, everybody live. You go on the football field, my shoulder might be fucked up and they go home, whatever. But everybody lives. It's something to crack jokes about, talk about, laugh about. Much later, which most of the time that's what niggas do. And for the most part, like I said, you become friends. So all these people that I'm speaking about, we friends now. Like they my brothers. I've been locked up with them and all types of shit after all this happened. So it's like, you know, that was it was different back then, man. You know. But then, and these are just the bros, that they wasn't in our hood, but they was in our hood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like niggas really wasn't trying to make that beef that type of beef because I was always the person that I wasn't beefing with niggas in the hood. You feel me? The hood is the hood, girl. We sticking together. We riding with the hood down the hill. Period. I didn't give a fuck what block you was from. If you was from down the hill, we down the hill niggas, bro. Straight up. You feel me? And that's how I was moving out this bitch. I can only speak for myself though. And to this day, I'm still 10 toes with that. I ain't beefing with no niggas down the hill. None. You feel me? That is my hood. That's my area. That's part of why I am the person I am today. Because coming up down there, shout out to the real gangsters from down the hill. I ain't got to say no names. Most niggas ain't here or even they booked and things like that. So, those who know. But, I was always that guy. I ain't want to beef with niggas in the hood. So, but outside the hood, outside the hood, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Outside the hood, oh yeah, I was letting this shit be known. Cool. Listen, man, this shit I got tattooed in my skin. This Dirty Boys tattoo. You feel me? Got that tattoo when I was what, about maybe 13, I believe. Peace and blessings, Queen. I got this tattoo when I was about 13. You feel me? Dirty Boys. That was um a crew that I created. Once again, me and my two bros. Rest in peace, my brother Wayne. His name right here on my arm. That was my best friend. You feel me? But me, him, and my brother Davon, we created the whole Dirty Boy situation. And actually, the name came from my aunt. Shout out to Aunt Cindy. Name came from my aunt because, like, we wouldn't. The name didn't come. It ain't had nothing to do with us being dirty. Let me just say that. It really came from us doing niggas dirty. Like we was doing a lot of dirt in the streets. You feel me? And it was just us three. Like the rest of my homies was locked up. We all was a crew, but the whole name, the Dirty Boys, came up with me and them two while they were locked up. You feel me? So bam, they was locked up. We was out here stepping. We had to keep the name going. We had to keep the crew name going. You feel me? Bam, Dirty Boys. Aunt Cindy, we gonna call y'all the Dirty Boys. We used to walk around with jerseys on, hoodies with jerseys. Well, we used to have the big hoodies on with the jerseys over top of the hoodie, with the black skelly hats, black gloves. You feel me? Probably three pistols. You feel me? And we was not playing out this motherfucker. You hear me? We was not playing. You hear me? Like to this day, I picked on everything I love. To this day, you feel me? As niggas in our hood, like even after the years went by, when niggas go through or come through the hood, man, boy, we miss y'all niggas. Like it's like niggas. I don't know. We was a different vibe down there, and then when niggas started branching off into other areas and shit like that, cause that's another thing. You feel me? Listen, all this whole story I'm telling, it still equals up to the whole topic that I'm speaking about tonight, as far as this clout chasing and internet shit. Cause I'm giving y'all stories about when it was no such thing as the internet. So this whole everything that I'm telling you, this is before internet came about. You know what I'm saying? This is life before the internet. Let me say that. So I got to give y'all this, and then we're gonna work on up to that. You feel me? So yeah, the whole name Dirty Boys, bam. So it's like I said, it's bros from our hood that when we come through, it's big love. Like rest in peace, my brother Lil Kid, man. And it's crazy because the day what I'm about to speak about, I think he got killed like 2, 3 days later after this whole situation that I'm about to speak about. But like I said, once we started branching off and running through other niggas' hoods and shit, you know, and we'll go back through our hoods and niggas be mad. You feel me? Like, bro, man, fuck y'all niggas left the hood, y'all come back through shit like that. So my man Lil Kid ran down on us one day. We walking through Rose Street. I think it was me and Dave on this shit. I believe it was me and Dave on me. Well, one of us, two of us and shit. I think it was me and Dave. We walking down Rose Street and shit. This nigga run out of nowhere, run down on us like, man, fuck y'all, Dave. Like, man, fuck you too, little nigga. But that was my little man, bro. You hear me? Rest in peace, little Kevin. I used to call him Little Leprechaun, man. Shout out to my bro Donald. Shout out to Tiana, Miss Beverly, man. Y'all know the vibes. But yeah, so he ran down on us. He was mad as shit. Like, bro, y'all niggas don't be coming down here no more, man. Fuck y'all. Y'all act like y'all don't love the hood. Like, bro, you know what it is, man. You know how niggas move without this bitch, bro. Like, we was into so much shit. We was moving around. That's literally what it was. Like I'm saying, like, man, that's why y'all think I be just speaking the way I speak. because I just think I don't know. I can't tell you what y'all be thinking. You feel me? I'm just giving y'all the background behind my words, my thoughts, and my actions. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. You feel me? So the shit that I do, I don't do it just because I'm trying to be this or trying to be that. And this is my whole reason for speaking about this whole clout chasing shit. Is it worth your life? You feel me? Bam. Let me get back to where I was at. So that was something we created. We stamped that. We made it known. And we was young niggas. I was 13 years old when we started this. No, no, no. I was 15 years old when we started it. Yeah, 15 years old. Caught my first adult charge, gun charge at 16. This is when they first started charging minors as adults. You know, literally. Anybody know about L section back in 96, 97, 98? I was over there in 98. I was over L section in 98. And yeah, I was over L section when L section was the worst section in the jail. And if there's any brothers that may watch this, you know, I don't give a fuck how many years it is, you might see this, y'all can vouch for that. You know, in 98, the L section over Baltimore City Jail was the worst section in the whole jail. The young niggas, you feel me, over that bitch for bodies, you hear me? Man, I could give out names, shout out a lot of niggas and shit, but I ain't even gonna do that because I don't know what situation niggas may be in right now. But if y'all know, y'all know. You feel me? It was a lot of niggas I met over that bitch from all sides of the city, and that's the thing, man. Like, uh, y'all wonder why I am the way I am and move the way I move and speak the way I speak because I literally been in these situations where I can promote these actions. It's not a joke or a game or something I'm just trying to be. I really am that type of person, you know, and I've been that type of person. But like I said, when I was locked up, I ran across a lot of individuals from all sides of the city. And I fuck with niggas on all sides of the city. Cherry Hill, what's that? Murphy Home Projects, Cherry Hill, Westport niggas, CBS niggas, like, come on, Sandtown, come on, man. Come on, man. I can name names, but like I said, we ain't doing all that. I met a lot of real niggas. And this was before I even went to the jail when I caught my adult charge. This is when I was a juvenile. I was meeting Boys Village, Waxton. Come on, man. Anybody know, man? BV was our second home. Boys Village, my nigga. Fuck you talking about. PG County. That's what be more. If y'all want to know where that whole Baltimore and DC beef started, that shit did not start from no rap or none of that shit these goofy ass niggas be doing today. That shit started from back in the day, our Boys Village. You feel me? That's what niggas used to get into with the DC niggas all the time. Kid shit, you feel me? But again, like I said, back then, beefs turned into friendships. It didn't stay beefs. You feel me? Unless it was like outside street type shit where it really got like that. But you know, regular beef shit like that, niggas strapping or whatever the case may be, them shits turned into friendships. It never stayed beefs. So again, I was always that one nigga that, you know, always connected shit. You feel me? Like fuck that, bro. We men at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shout out to my brother, man. Rest in peace to my brother Corey Green and my brother Blunt from DC, Southeast DC, my nigga. Like, it's crazy. We was out Hickey. We was out Hickey and shit, right? Like, it's crazy because like I said, back then that's when the whole DC Baltimore shit was like that's what it was. You feel me? No matter where you went, niggas say they from east, whatever side, it's going down. Right then and there. You feel me? These two niggas, man, anybody know about Southeast DC, y'all know. You feel me? To this day, you feel me? Them niggas from Southeast DC is, yeah, they really like that. They stand on certain shit. You feel me? Shout out to Southeast DC. Shout out to the old DC. But, you know, rest in peace, my brother Corey Green and my brother Blunt, man. Quincy Green and Corey Blunt. My apologies. Q Dog, you hear me? That was my brother. You hear me? Like I said, back then, Baltimore niggas did not get with DC, deal with DC niggas. DC niggas did not deal with Baltimore niggas. These was my brothers. Like when we linked, them niggas like, man, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck. What's what? Any DC niggas say something to you, they saying something to us. We riding. I'm on the same shit, nigga. All right, any B-boy nigga say something to y'all, they saying something to me. We riding. And that's how that whole situation connected. And they was my brothers ever since. And it really was like that. Even though we never had no issues with nobody from each side where we had to choose a side. It was basically we built from there. Yeah, I mean, on both sides. But it took us to do that. But we got into it with like Montgomery County niggas, I think Cecil County niggas, a couple of other outside county niggas. We had to ride all this shit. But yeah, they was my niggas. You feel me? And once a nigga showed a nigga that a nigga was like really, cause it's one thing for a nigga to say some shit. It's a whole nother thing for a nigga to present that. Like really, present that. Like, oh yeah, he said he was with it, but nah, this nigga just showed me he was really with that. You feel me? So it's like I showed niggas what it was on my end, you know? So that's more the reason why I feel like I don't have nothing to prove. Shout out to me and my clothing line. Y'all can definitely link in www.intoprove.com and get y'all some nothing to prove gear, man. We got everything. My sons, you can hit them up as well on Instagram if y'all need something done. So, but yeah, that's the movement we pushing. But that's all part of the reason why. Like I said, that nothing to prove clothing is not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. I have a story behind that, that led me up to, wanting to have that name. So, but yeah, man, back to the story, like this was things that we done and how we was moving in the hood. And this was life before the internet. So it's like, when we had beefs, like I said, I wasn't the type that like to beef with niggas in the area. You feel me? It might be little shit that kicked off or shit. It happened and that was that. We may have ended up squashing that shit. Like I said, back then, beefs became friendships in the hoods. Like in the schools and shit like that, that's how it went. Beefs became friendships. It never went outside of that for the most part. But unless it was niggas from other hoods. Now, if it's niggas from other hoods, that's a different situation. Niggas from other hoods was getting it. You feel me? Niggas from other hoods was getting it. Yeah, we ain't gonna speak on that. But, for the most part, that's what it was. There wasn't no internet shit. And just to tap in a little bit more on that, even if we had beefs with niggas on a whole nother side of town, right? Like I said, with no internet shit. If beef started with niggas on the other side of town, they even started downtown. Cause downtown B-more, that's where everybody go at the club. It don't matter what side you from, the clubs is downtown. At least back then anyway. You had to go downtown to party. That was the only fucking party areas. So if beef started with upper hoods, it always started downtown. And 9 times out of 10, it was always around the 4th of July. Because the 4th of July, that's what brought everybody out. Everybody goes downtown on the 4th of July to the inner harbor. Come on now. My niggas, y'all know what it is. If anybody, watch this shit. But yeah, I'm a real live B-more nigga. You feel me? B-more nigga. Like, I represent B-more. Like, when it come to my side, I'm a down the hill nigga. I ain't from East Baltimore. I'm from down the hill. It's different. I promise you it is. But for the most part, I represent my whole city. And I fuck with niggas on all sides. I got love for niggas on all sides. I've been around niggas. I lived on all sides. Many different neighborhoods, many areas. I stomped through many different neighborhoods, many areas. Like the same energy I had over East Baltimore, I had over South Baltimore and West Baltimore. And outside of Baltimore. So it's like, it was different. It was different. Back then, you really had to, like, motherfucker, you might jump in a hack just to go on the other side of town and go take care of some shit. And they ain't even had to be about gunplay. Niggas get in the ride and go on the other side of town just to whip somebody's ass. You feel me? So it ain't had to be about, just on that type of time, but for the most part, it was on that type of time because it already was tooken there, you know? It was already tooken there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, then it was different, you know? Peace was beef. Like, that's why I tell niggas now, even little shit that be happening now on the internet, and niggas be like, yo, you still got beef with it? I'm be like, bro, I don't got beef with nobody. I said, because if it was beef, somebody would be dead already. When it's beef, niggas die. You feel me? So I don't have no beef with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta rephrase your thoughts, rephrase your words when it comes to, promoting that. Because if it was that, trust and believe, it'd be that, you know? And it ain't that. So it's like, I don't consider little shit like that as beef. I don't consider nothing far as with me and anybody that happens on the internet as beef. Even if I may be amped to fuck up at that present time because of the energy that was given, because I'm an energy returner at times. There's sometimes I feel like I don't need to feed that energy. I shouldn't at all, But I know my faults. I understand my good and my bad side. I embrace my good and my bad side of me. That's why I am able to present the shit that I present to y'all the way that I present it to y'all. Because I understand as a whole. You got a lot of these brothers that get on here and speak like they spiritually woke, but yet they don't embrace both sides of them. They don't embrace it all. They act like they don't do this no more. They don't do that no more. It don't have nothing to do with that, man. It has everything to do with you understanding who you are as a whole, you understanding your purpose of being here and presenting that. That's all. That's all. Now that there are certain things that shouldn't be done. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm the individual that respects your thoughts. So however you feel, I may not agree with how you feel, but I'm gonna respect your thoughts. But anyway, man. So like I said, I just gave y'all a little bit of history of how I came up, and this was life before the internet. You know what I'm saying? You really had to go to niggas' areas. You really had to be on timing for real. It wasn't no internet. You're not running your mouth or talking all that crazy shit to a nigga on no internet and then a nigga you never gonna see and all that type of shit. It wasn't none of that. You feel me? Like you had to be 10 toes down because you say something to a nigga, whatever. You say something in school, man, nigga coming. And that's how I went. You say something to a nigga in school, that's where most shit start. At the school, niggas come out of school, walk through that park, whatever. That's where shit go down at. It starts there, but then niggas go to your hood. Weekend come, oh, if it's a party, oh yeah, niggas coming to the party, cuz. Niggas coming to the party. Yeah, I fucked up a couple of parties, man. Shot up a couple of parties and all that, Really did that. Really did that. You hear me? There's niggas out here that can really vouch for that. But I had reasons. For one, it was only like three I did. And one of them I had a real good reason. I'll just speak on that one because, nothing happened. Nobody got hurt. But they let a dog out. First and foremost, mind you, I told you, we was the niggas that they really never used to want in the parties. I'm not gonna lie, that dirty boy shit, when they hear we was coming through, oh man, them niggas is not coming in. We is not letting them in the party. Like, they just knew, first and foremost, we taking all the bitches, and we gonna wind up fucking somebody up. Like, it never fails. We always wind up beating the shit out of somebody, and we taking the baddest bitches in the party, so. That's without question. That's how we was moving out here. Point blank period. So the one party, the crazy thing is, it was our homegirls, but they just knew they wanted to have the party so bad, they wanted it to go straight. So they like, man, we know we let these niggas in. They going to do something. They going to fuck somebody up. So they was determined not to let us in. Like, I'm like, all right, can't really do nothing because they are homegirls, blah, blah, blah. So I think the neighbor let they dug out a big ass pit because we was all in the alley, deep as shit, wild, like fuck this party, blah blah blah. So the neighbor lets the dog out. The dog come running up the alley towards us. I whip that bitch out. Pop, 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 pop. Cleared the whole alley, you know, couple things, you know, happen. But yeah, that was one of the reasons. But that's the only reason I can actually speak on, you know. But like I said, that's how it was back then. I come from an era where it wasn't no internet. You know, that's how situations went. We either got into it in school with niggas, or either when we go downtown on the weekends in the clubs. Cause like I said, downtown Baltimore back then, the only clubs were the only clubs were downtown in Baltimore, Maryland back then. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what side of the city you were on, everybody had to party downtown. So that's how the beat started when it came to opposite sides of the city. It always happened downtown. Like I said, back then it wasn't no internet. So it's now, if it wasn't for the internet, people wouldn't even know each other. Like you wouldn't know this brother from a whole nother state if it wasn't for the internet. You would not know these people. You would not know these people. You will only know the people that you're used to being around on a day-to-day basis. The people in your area or your neighborhood, or like I said, when you go downtown, you get the beefing or whatever the case may be. This was before the internet. You would not know nobody in no other states. You would not be beef with niggas in no other states. You would not have no fucking ops. It would not be none of that shit. The internet started all this shit. And the crazy thing is, what y'all don't know is, the internet is controlled. Who is it controlled by? Y'all can figure that out. But I'm here to tell you, the internet is being controlled. Especially when it comes to these up and coming artists, these artists that's just getting signed, these younger artists, you know what I'm saying? And when they kick these little beats off, y'all do know a lot of them comments come from the controllers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them people that y'all think are the fans of them and beef with the other fans, and they starting to beef up and shit, and they're putting more pressure because that's how it happens. Those beefs get created from the fans of these artists, which are not really fans. They're part of the controllers. But you know, we're not gonna get into all that. But we can get into all that. We can get into all that. You know, because that's what the fuck it is. That's what the fuck it is. And unless a motherfucker know and get a better understanding of that, it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. I'm here to break chains. I'm here to break cycles. You know? And it's motherfuckers out this bitch dying from people that they wouldn't have never known a day in their life if it wasn't for the internet. Like, and that's crazy to me. Like, y'all don't know, y'all didn't grow up around these people. Y'all didn't have like a lifetime beef. Like, I know niggas that, you know, was beefing in middle school, and them beefs carried on up to college times or till they were grown and shit like that. Cause you know, they just always had issues with each other. You know what I'm saying? I know shit like that. You feel me? Not like a nigga getting into it with a nigga on the internet that lives in fucking Texas and he's in Hawaii and yeah, they were yelling at each other across the internet, and yeah, now somebody went to Hawaii and they might going to continue to go unless a motherfucker put an end to that shit, which that's hard to do because I'm gonna say about 85% of the individuals out here is the ones who's increasing the shit. There's not many that's trying to decrease these situations for the most part. Everybody's increasing, like they're adding more fuel to the fire, you know, versus trying to, you know, put together a plan to throw some water on the fire, you know, put the motherfucker out. I want to see the smoke from the fire being put out. I don't want to see the smoke from the fire from the gun. I'd rather see the smoke from the fire being put out by the water, you know. I'd rather see that. But I don't condone it. I don't condone it at all. I never did. Did I take action into a lot of shit? Yes, I did. Why did I do that? Because my hand was forced to do certain things at the time that, I wanted to do certain things. It is what it was. It is what it can be. But for the most part, I never condoned the violence. I never condoned none of that type of shit. As far as trying to influence other people to take those routes. I did what I did because that's what it was. You feel me? Uh, that's what it was. Nobody forced me to do these things. I didn't do these things because I was trying to be like nobody. None of that. I was me. That know me could tell you. Can't nobody tell you that, oh, yo was doing that because of him, or he was doing that like them, because I stamped my own name. Like, I was the only person out of my crew that was known for doing certain shit. Let's just say that. You feel me? Everybody had their shit, but then there was certain people that was known for certain shit. And I was one of them ones that was known for certain shit. Still to this day. They know Shorty keep that. You hear me? He with that and he'll use that. That was me. You feel me? That's why all my homeboys or whoever, whatever party or any type of events or whatever niggas was going to outside, they made sure Jeezy was with them. Why they want Jeezy to be with them? Because they know Jeezy keep that bitch with him and Jeezy gonna blow that motherfucker. That's why. And I can take that. I can take that title. You hear me? And there's other niggas that can vouch for that shit too. I've been in many of situations where shit had to go there, or almost go there, or could have went there if it wasn't for Jeezy being there. Let's say that. And that's facts. Right. Like I said, man, this whole internet shit, this clout chasing shit, is it worth your life? Because I've seen a lot of lives get taken behind the whole internet clout chasing situation. And that shit's sad. It's rappers that's dying back to back. Like, I think we just lost another 3 rappers back to back. Like, rappers are dying like regular niggers in the streets out this bitch. You feel me? Like, it's making it like it's not even cool to be a rapper anymore. Like, I told one of my bros, like, bro, if I was really somebody who was trying to really pursue a rap career, I would not want to do it. Like, I would not want to do it. Like, looking at what's going on now and how these rappers are getting killed, like, it's like, why the fuck I want to go be one of them? Why? What I want to be the next nigga to get killed? We're not gonna get into what we can get into. You know, for those who may think that all that shit come from just street shit, man. Listen, let me tell you this: they use us to take us, and they've been doing that for a very long time. They used us to take us. Every situation goes that way. So everything that y'all motherfuckers be seeing, and y'all, like, they know how to paint a picture very good. They know how to paint a picture very good, but it is what it is. Those who know, those who don't will. You feel me? And unless you're at the level of life and reach that certain level of life to knowing, you're gonna be fucked out here. You hear me? If you ain't found yourself, became one with yourself, and accepted yourself for who you are, knowing what you are and who you are, you're gonna be fucked out here. I'm Gucci. You hear me? Yeah, I'm Gucci. My light shines. It shines. You know how I know I'm Gucci? Because I'm considered one of those crazy people now. That's how you know you made it. You know how Drake like, nigga, we made it. That's how you know you made it. I swear, y'all, listen, those who know, know. Those who know. You feel me? That's when you know you reached that level. You're outside of it. You're like, yeah. You're outside of that matrix. You're outside of that bubble. Yep. When you're considered the crazy guy to everybody, Like, cause they don't have an understanding of what the fuck you talking about. Cause everybody is lost. There's a lot of bots out this bitch. Y'all know what I mean when I call them bots, robots. You're being controlled. That's what a robot is. You feel me? So, uh, yeah. So, and it doesn't matter who, man. You know, it could be motherfuckers in your closest. But for the most part, man, that's what it be. Everybody around you are bots, you know? And that's why nobody has the understanding of what you're talking about, but those who know what you're talking about. Like the people that I'm get connected with, they on a whole nother level. But it's like we all have a part to play within this shit. So they understand my role. You feel me? To the point these brothers reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Embrace me on a daily basis and tell me how much they fuck with some of the shit that I be saying. Especially when it's one of them ones. Oh, my brother, shout out my brother Byron Bray. He always hit me up. Oh, bro, man, when you was talking on that one, because they have an understanding of where I'm going with it. They understand the message. They understand the reasons why I'm presenting it the way I'm presenting it. That's part of my purpose. That's my role within this shit. You hear me? So that's just what it is. As long as I keep doing that, I can't go wrong. Even though I started my show late today or whatever the case may be, I had to still get it done. Cause I told my brother, shout out my brother Hawky Turf. He just dropped a new video too, man. That shit fire. Definitely go to Hawky Turf on YouTube and check out bro shit. You hear me? Um, but yeah, I was just telling him earlier, like, man, shit, a nigga can't stop pushing, bro. I said, if I was to stop pushing and stop doing what I'm doing, that's like saying fuck my kids. Cause that's who I'm doing it for. Everything that I'm pushing, every movement that I'm pushing is for them. It ain't had nothing, it don't got nothing to do with me. I'm old. I don't give a fuck about too much of nothing anymore, man. This shit is for them. I'm trying to build something for them. So they ain't gotta worry about struggling out this bitch. If I build these platforms for them now and they take off, they don't never have to worry about life, nothing in life, or struggling. All they got to do is keep the business going. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. That's why I don't pay attention to the goofy shit no more. The goofiness, like it's like like I said, man. No matter which side you're on, there's the other side. So I gotta have an understanding of that. No matter which side you're on, because there's only two sides: good side, bad side, dark side, light. No matter what side you're on, there's always the other side. So, and you're always going to have to deal with the other side. That's why I say the internet is controlled by them, and that's a fact. I don't feel like it's really no saving it because I feel like, as far as the younger generation, man, they so attached to that shit. And like I said, without the internet, a lot of people would not be known. Like they would have no fame or nothing, no fame or no name if it wasn't for the internet. Like literally, I can't say that for myself. Like, cause before the internet, we was outside. So, the internet brought these motherfuckers outside. The internet has its own outside. The internet is outside now. Y'all might as well say. You want to go outside, get on Facebook. You going to a whole nother block. Go to Instagram, you going to a whole nother hood. You feel me? Go to Twitter, you in another nigga state. You feel me? That's how I go. So going outside now is being on the internet. Why you think you see so many internet niggas on the internet talking about we outside, but niggas be in the house? Or like I said before, I said this on one of my shows a couple of months ago, right? Motherfuckers say we outside, but I be somewhere like at a resort or some shit, like with your family or something, like your girl y'all on trips, like you talking about we outside. Motherfucker, that's not outside. We outside is a hood terminology for being in the streets. Like when niggas say we outside, that means nigga we in your hood. That's really what it came from. When niggas was presenting we outside, that's telling other niggas, nigga, we in your area. That's what outside was to us. Bitch, we in your area. What's cracking? You feel me? So, but these motherfuckers will be on fucking speedboats and shit, talking about we outside. Hmm, that's different. But, outside in my world is a hood terminology for being in the streets. Bitch, we might be on your block. Bitch, we might be sitting on your steps. We outside. You hear me? But in today's generation, we outside. You can be like hanging out the window of somebody else's crib, smoking a blunt, and just get on your phone and say, "We outside, nigga." But you really hanging out the window of somebody's crib. Like, that's the internet world. Internet world. I said this months ago. The internet is a place where you can be whoever you want to be. Long as it looks good to the outside world, it's believable. And that is a fact. Because it's a lot of motherfuckers that make that shit look so good. They talk like gangsters, walk like gangsters. Y'all wear these chains, y'all little poo shiesty masks and shit. Y'all tough. You know what a gangster kit is? A poo shiesty mask, a fake ass chain, some fake ass Amari jeans, Timberland boots. All right, my son said the Timberland boots. They walk around with the butters, the ski mask, and a big puffer jacket. What about book bags? That seems like that come with the gangster kit too. Some of them do have the book bags on. I do see a lot of niggas with book bags on and shit, man. Like they got pistols in the book bag or whatever, but really it's nothing. Some of them be even having the young ones like the 14. Oh, that bag like these. They be having they be having bags like those. And they have BB. Some of them be having BB guns and they be flashing in their pics. And they be having on the butters and they be having on a puffer coat with a ski mask and a chain that costs like $100. See what I mean? And this is my youngest boy telling y'all this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do all my topics around them because they can relate and they can, get a insight on how they feel about it. Actually, I'm about to start doing shows with them just to get, the younger generation's insight and input on a lot of the shit that we be speaking about. Because do y'all know they smarter than us? Like, my son, like, shit, he listened to me one day talking to one of the brothers on the phone. Once I hung the phone up, he like, man, I would have never learned nothing like that in school. That's the type of stuff I want to know. Like, school don't teach you that. I'm like, school won't teach you that because school teaches you all the bullshit. That's where it starts at. It starts in school and it starts in church. Like, that's where all that stored into the men's brain gets stored in that, That's no disrespect to anybody that attends church or school, but I'm just here to let y'all know. That's where it starts at. It's all lies. It's all bullshit. But once you get a better understanding of life and what it really is, you'll catch that. Until then, I'll stick to my regularly scheduled program. I'm going to keep presenting what I present out here because I know what's what. I'm no longer blindfolded. You hear me? I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Y'all do know that song had a very deep meaning, right? Same way with Michael Jackson's song, We Are the World, We Are the Children, We Are the Ones Who Make It Better. Y'all do know how deep the meaning behind that song was. Like, it's a lot of songs that they were actually telling us certain shit. You feel me? But by us being blindfolded, caught up into the streets or whatever the outside world was doing to us, before we were able to control us and have an understanding of us, that's just what it was. But, I'm just here to tell y'all this, man. If you entertain it, it don't make you better than them. I say that to say this. If a nigga presents theirself as a gangster, or if you one of those niggas who really was stepping and you was, moving how you was moving out here in the streets, if you get into it with somebody on the internet and you entertain that situation, that doesn't make you any better than them. Because if you calling them an internet nigga, for talking crazy on the internet, but yet you're entertaining that shit on the internet. What are you? You know why I can say this? Because I was one of the people that entertained it. Then I had to realize and tell myself, I'm not no better than them. I'm calling them internet gangsters. I'm an internet gangster dude because I'm doing the same shit. But you know, in all reality, you could say that you're really just defending yourself or you giving back that energy. But at the same time, you're going to be looked at in the outside world as the same motherfucker as him, internet gangster. Because any nigga that talks shit on the internet is a internet gangster. But you know, even though I could get deep into my shit too, because you know, even when I was entertaining that shit, it wasn't me talking shit to a nigga on no posters or none of that. Cause that's what they like to do, or used to like to do. I don't know what they do now because I don't entertain it. But at that time, that's how it was. They like to entertain the females or whatever females might be on the post. They want to make it like they gangster. I was the type of nigga, I go straight to a nigga DM or inbox, be like, boy, send me your address. That's why I ended up going to 3 different states by myself. That shit is known, vouched for. It was all over the internet, all of that. Like, you know, I really did these type of things because of internet situations, you know? Like I said, my shit was deeper than just, you know, all that. But at the end of the day, outside world looking in, you're looked at the same as niggas looking at that person, internet gangster. Because that's what you're doing. You're talking shit on the internet. So that don't make you better than the person that you're talking it to. You're entertaining that shit. You fed into it. He got you. Now you became an internet gangster too. You feel me? Y'all don't know how much you can hurt a person by saying nothing. You know how many people I've hurt by not saying anything? To this day, you feel me? Hurt by not saying nothing. Silence. Especially if it's a person that, you know, y'all once had some type of relationship, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's love there, whether it's your significant other or maybe just a friend or whoever, people in your life, cousin, whoever. You know, y'all get into it, a real bad situation where to get to that certain type of level. If you don't say nothing to this person, I promise you, you will hurt them more than presenting that bullshit or feeding into those words. I promise you, you would. You can hurt a person more by saying nothing than you could by saying a lot. And then at the end of the day, you make them look stupid, right? Because let's just think about it, right? If it's just a situation on the internet, you fussing back and forth with a person, right? But let's say you're not arguing back and forth with that person. That person just arguing with you. Let's say you just sitting there saying nothing. Who they gonna look at as the crazy motherfucker? The motherfucker that's yeah, while nobody's saying nothing, or the person who's saying nothing. Cause I know if it's me looking in on this situation, I'm gonna be looking at the motherfucker that's doing all the yelling, like the fuck is wrong with them? Cause this person ain't saying shit. This motherfucker just tripping. That motherfucker crazy. Come on now. Come on now. Let's make it make sense. Holla at me on Wednesdays, man, making it make sense. You feel me? With the Talk About Radio. But, you know, I'm just breaking down a lot of the situations and the reasons why situations become situations. Like I said, if you entertain it, you're not no better than the person that's bringing it, the person that's presenting it. You're no better than them if you entertain it. But if you shut the fuck up, and let me say this, being quiet doesn't make you a bitch ass nigga. It doesn't make you a soft ass female. Saying nothing don't make you soft. It's being the bigger man. It's being the bigger woman. It's being the king, god, goddess. Let me talk to you. That's what that's doing. Because most motherfuckers who bout it, they ain't talking it. They walking it. So it's like in my world, once you present something, that's what it is. Like you can say some shit to me, and I don't even gotta respond to you because depending on what it is you're saying to me, I'm gonna know what level this shit is on. So, and once it's to a certain level, it's nothing to talk about. Like I just told y'all, man, when people be coming to me on the internet and be like, man, you still got beef with me, bro? Like we cool. I'm like, bro, it never was beef. Because when it's beef, people die. You still alive. Your family's still alive. People, your homies, whatever. Nobody died behind this situation. So it's not beef with me. Because I've been in real beef where people died. Lives were lost behind these beefs. So when it comes to this shit on the internet, I don't consider that shit as no fucking beef. You niggas just yelling across a mic. That's why y'all phones always be fucked up. Niggas be had to get new phones. Y'all be spitting on them bitches too much, man. All that goddamn yelling, breath stinking and shit, putting all that toxic in the phone. I don't know. That's why y'all phones be getting fucked up, I think. And y'all be fucking up the K button on y'all keypad because y'all be saying you're gonna kill so much. I know that K button be fucked up on y'all keypads, man. For real. Your K button got a permanent fingerprint mark. I guarantee you it do. It has a permanent fingerprint mark on your K button because you be saying, I'm gonna kill you so much on the internet. I bet it. I bet it. I bet it. These are not jokes. I was dead serious, but like I said, man, y'all don't have to entertain the shit on the internet. If you entertain it, it just makes you one of them. So we cannot label these people as internet gangsters if we're entertaining the internet gangster shit. That makes you one of them. So you're an internet gangster yourself. So my advice to you, don't entertain it. Don't entertain it. And when it comes to this clout chasing, is it worth your life? Because there are situations where it's a lot of these niggas on the internet, they doing shit because they trying to get some bread about the shit. You feel me? So they'll start little bullshit beefs or, whatever the case may be. But like I said, depending on who you dealing with, certain people don't play about certain shit. And that's why a lot of these niggas be dying out this motherfucker because they be running to the right individual that's not with that. They're going to give you everything you want. Everything you want. You hear me? So it's like, is it worth your life? Is the money worth your life? Because I doubt it. I doubt if that bag is that big. You hear me? And another thing, I said this in one of my shows before. A lot of y'all niggas out here putting bags on y'all own head when y'all do this. You artists, when y'all sign, you know that? Ooh. Niggas be out here putting hits on themselves. And motherfuckers be on the internet wondering what happened. Dang. Ooh. Ah. Y'all better catch that. Hey, man, but this is my time, man. You feel me? What to talk about radio. This is OG Talk. My topic for tonight was, damn, that's crazy. Cloud chasing, man. Is it worth your life? If you ask me, it's not. Don't entertain it. Live your life the way you live your life, man. Especially those who grew up in an era where it wasn't no such thing as the internet. I'm really speaking to y'all because, a lot of y'all claim that y'all, and I be seeing a lot of brothers that's my age or either cut from the same cloth as me or so they say they are, but yet they'll entertain a lot of this internet shit. And I'll be looking like, bro, like niggas don't be knowing they be losing strikes for me. Y'all lose strikes with me. Like all that gangster shit goes out the window with me once I see y'all entertain certain shit on the internet. So I give niggas the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you the rope to hang yourself. Once I see some weird shit or some shit you done, and I know like, no, nigga, ain't no way in the world you come from the same club with me as you did that or you entertained that. No, we is definitely not on the same boat. So, when it be situations like that, boom, I go my ways. I cut niggas straight off and they don't even know it. You feel me? But like I said, man, this is what to talk about radio. OG talk. Topic for tonight was clout chasing. Chasing clout. Is it worth your life? You hear me? Tap in, man. To the next time. Make sure y'all type in on Wednesday, making it make sense. I'm back at it Fridays, hit for hits, man. We live, we lit. What to talk about radio. We are the movement that's moving. If you ain't with the movement, keep it moving. We out. Big shout outs to MRM gang, man. Y'all know the vibes. FSO business. Dots the fuck up. Dirty boy for life. Real down the hill, nigga.